Andy, how pleasing a workout is that for the youngsters tonight?
Yeah, it's great for them. You know, it's first game and we've been back, you know, just over a week now, Mike, and yeah, we haven't done a lot of tactical and structural stuff just yet. It's all been fitness based, obviously, and yeah, so it was a real good workout from tonight, and it was pleasing the way they came through it.
Two centre halves played to start with, didn't they? Akin and Frankie. Good for them to get a good
Absolutely.
hour as well.
Yeah, they've trained with the first team group all of pre-season, but the manager thought it was good for them to get some minutes in tonight. So yeah, it all bodes well.
And 3 trialists, had they trained with the squad at all before today, or they just come on the night? Or?
Two had trained previously, and one of them just came in tonight, and we've arranged to keep him on into next week. We've got some under-18 games arranged next week, so he'll come and play those when the first team are away. So yeah, good experience for them as well. And it's difficult, isn't it, when you come straight in and you don't know too many people in how we do things, but everybody adapted okay, and yeah, it was pleasing.
How did you think all 3 of them did?
Yeah, all right, yeah, it's difficult on trial, isn't it? And I think, you know, we'll assess that as a staff and have a chat about that tomorrow, and then take it from there.
Obviously results aren't important that much, but I mean, to fall 2-0 down in the first half and then come back and draw 2, well, you must be really happy with the characters.
Let me correct you there, they are important. We need to win every game that we play. The winning mentality is really important. So although people in pre-season, people don't read too much into it, we want to win every game that we go on the pitch with. So we were disappointed to draw the game with the amount of chances we had second half in the end. Obviously even more disappointed to be 2-0 down at half time, but what we did show was a bit of character to come back. Good finish from Connor Tomlinson for the first, and great little bit of play, and a nice finish from Jack James for the second. So then, like I said, we could have gone on and maybe won it, and then we're down to 10 at the end with a couple of lads coming off with cramp and bits and bobs. So, but no, overall really good workout, really good character from the boys, and a good first run out.
Obviously Connor played, well, he had an appearance for the first team last season. He looked lively tonight, didn't he? And
Who, sorry?
Connor did.
Connor, yeah, he works hard. Connor plays with an intensity, and he deserved his goal. Took it well. I think he's had one chance tonight and took it. And yeah, I was pleased for him to get his goal. And
the subs who came on really changed the game second half, didn't they? I mean, Callum Stead came on and
yeah, Callum did well. They all did well. I think they made changes obviously as well, and they're probably having a look at a few trialists as well. And I think that when the game gets broken up a bit second half, and a lot of pre-season games, didn't it? And it can be like that at times, but no, they certainly went on and did well, and like I said, showed a bit of character which we were pleased with.
And Jack James' finish was a good finish.
Yeah, it was a great finish. I think Danny Hilton would have been pleased with that one, wouldn't he? So no, Jack's managed to score a couple last year with the 18s, and yeah, he's a fit boy and manages to get in the box at times, and it was quite a cool finish. I was impressed with that for a defender, yeah. So it was very well done to win.
There's still, I mean, there was 1,300 here tonight as well, so it's probably the biggest crowd a lot of them have played in front of.
Yeah, I said that before the game. I said to Toby Byron, who came on at left back's 15. You know, he's only out of school 3 weeks. Yeah. So it's like, you know, it's a big thing for him. So it's it's their first game. The manager's here and you lot are here, and so yeah, it's a big thing. That's why I said to you about winning. It's important that we set that tone, and tonight they set it. They've put down a good marker. It wasn't perfect by any stretch of the imagination, of course it wasn't. There was lots of things to work on, but we got a good workout out of it, and I think so did Hitchin. Like you said, they've had 1,300 people in here tonight, so a few quid in their coffers, which is great for Berkey, and hopefully they can go one step further next year, because we're close friends with Hitchin, and we were gutted for them when they failed just at the last attempt last year. Hopefully they can go one better this year.
Which would be hoping that a few of these may be used during the first team friendlies, if possible, during this.
Well, that'll be down to the manager, Mike. What he does know is he's got a good array of young players. If he needs to use them for numbers or for whatever. So yeah, he knows that they're there, but obviously he's got his squad, and obviously he's going to be preparing them. So we'll wait and see how that goes.
Jack James, not only a lovely goal, but some great defending. 2 incidents, I think, in the first half. But he's certainly got some good right backs to learn off. Definitely at the club.
Yeah, obviously with Jack Stacey coming in, James Justin. Yeah, we're quite well stocked in that area, aren't we? So he's got a battle on his hands to do it. But if he shows the attitude that he shows, he certainly gives his all, and he shows plenty of desire in his play. And if he can keep learning and improving, we'll see how we go with him.
Callum Stead came on. I think he had a hand in both goals, didn't he? Or
yeah, I think he did. Yeah, and he livened things up a little bit up there, And mind you, the front two before the substitutions combined well for the first goal, didn't they? Michael Shimola won it and broke forward and slid Connor in for a decent finish, and then yeah, like you said, Callum Stead's you know, been a bit of a pest all night, which is what Callum's game is. So yeah, we were pleased overall, and like I said, great workout. Wasn't perfect by any stretch of the imagination, and something to build on.
Shimoda's certainly got a bit of height about him, isn't he?
Yeah, he can't edit though, can he? No, bless him. He hasn't stopped growing yet. You know, we measure all the lads, obviously the under 18s, and even when they go into their young professional days, we keep an eye on their growth and their development. And yeah, Michael's still growing, so we might have to higher the ceilings at the break because he's still going.
Is he another one from what I gather, even for the under 18s, is at the younger end of that spectrum?
Yeah, there's a lot of that. You know, they're obviously, if you're born in September, you're an old one in your school year. If you're born in July and August, then you're a young one, and we seem to have a few younger ones in our system. So yeah, that's just how it is sometimes. But you wouldn't know it with Michael, would you? Looking at him, you think he's one of the older ones.
Of course, some of these lads have had a taste of first team football already. Are you hoping that there's a next sort of batch coming on that can perhaps...
Well, there's a pathway here. That's one thing we can offer them, as has been seen. That's proof in the pudding, isn't it? You know, there's a pathway for our young players here to progress. So, like I've said before, they've got to be good enough though. You know, just because we've got a manager who's prepared to give youth a go, it doesn't mean that every single player that we've got is going to get a go. They've got to be good enough. You know, that's the key to it. And we're really grateful to the gaffer for what he does around the 18s. It's great, and he's really inclusive with it. You know, he wants to know about it, and it's great. I couldn't want a better manager from that point of view. So there is a pathway, but they've got to work hard, and they've got to be ready, and they've got to be good enough. So that's important that we continue to improve them.
And there's some more big teams been mentioned in the Checkatrade Trophy again. Are you hoping that will again be another opportunity for?
Yeah, of course. Last year, you know, the lads were blooded, but he wouldn't have done it if they weren't able to go and hold their own. You know, and hopefully tonight he's seen a couple of new ones come in who have done okay. So I hope, you know, the lads who got their opportunity last year, in the main they took it. So if that's the same process that's going to happen, if that's the same thing that we're going to do in the Checkatrade this year, then great. Yeah, we'll speak about it, and then we'll get as many young players in it as we can. And yeah, they need to take their chance when they get it, and thankfully last year a few did.
Okay.
Just one, how close are you to replacing Paul Driver now? Obviously he left the club.
Yeah, I wish it was a bit closer because I'm doubling up at the moment, Mike. So no, you know, Paul's moved on, and we're well on the way. We're down the process. We've done a first round of interviews. We're due to do some second interviews later this week, and then first team go away, obviously. And I wouldn't want to do anything without the input of the manager. So I'll probably be appointed when, hopefully, if we can get some interviews done at the end of this week, and then maybe finish that off when the first team are back from Slovenia. We'll probably look to appoint come the end of July, hopefully. But I'll stress, I think the manager said it already, we won't just appoint someone for appointing's sake. It's vital that we get the right one, and if we have to wait a little bit longer, we'll wait a bit longer. And I've said I'll take them until we get somebody. Myself and Jordan McCann, our academy head of coaching, we're taking the under 18s group at the moment for daily training, which is great. And I've actually enjoyed going back to it because I haven't done it for a little while. You know, I had a team as such. So I've enjoyed working with the boys, and they've certainly given their all. So, but we'll get it done as soon as we can. But we won't rush it. We'll make sure that if we have to wait and be patient, and we will be.